It smells like blue. That's why I'm always freezing.
I'm gonna switch the camera around.
What camera?
Or flip camera. There we go. Here, calm down for a minute.
What?
Chris, I asked you to. If you want to stand and work on something, stand on the stool. Or you probably can reach it from there. You want to stand and work on something, stand on the stool. Or you probably can reach it from there. Hand right there. Listen. Back that screw up, twist it this way, and do the same for this one. It should come all the way out my hand. Okay? Alright. You gotta get them all the way out so I can get the seat off. Thanks for the follow, Bob. Bobby. And I'm gonna pull the spark plug. See what we got there.
Guys, we are working on my dirt bike. Daddy.
What?
Are we gonna put this on TikTok?
It's on TikTok right now.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Did it hit the floor? Okay, let's take this other one out. Oh, it's right here. You go get that box over there.
What box?
And put the bolts in it so we don't lose them. Here. Put the bolts in it so we don't lose them. Here.
Oh, Daddy.
Alright. So, now, I need to find that. Here. Say hi to Uncle Dylan. He's watching.
Hi, Uncle Dylan. Just put it in the spot I want. Just put it in the spot I want to put it in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Hi, Uncle Dylan. I like you watching us. Love you, Uncle Dylan. It's so fun watching you guys.
There we go. That fits it a little bit, but not very good. And
Dad, can we take my wheel off?
well, we gotta pull the motor out of the bike.
My dirt bike?
Yeah, we're gonna pull the motor out.
Can
Can you loosen this one up over here?
but you'll have to turn it around.
No, walk around to that side. Walk around, not climb. Walk.
But can you bring your stool over?
You should be able to reach it, but take the stool over there. Oh, the spark plug don't look too bad. And take the head off. Mommy's watching.
Mom?
Yeah.
Mommy! I love you guys. I love my mom.
I know.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mom. We are making TikTok videos.
Yeah. Maybe we need to move it so they can
And
see
we're-
what's going on.
And,
Here.
and we're out. What?
Loosen that side up.
What?
Loosen that side up. I'll move the thing so they can see what's going on.
Hi, Mommy, Dylan. Did Mom and Dylan get off?
I think so.
See.
Can't tell. Are you getting that loose?
Yep.
get it off.
I know. Don't need to tell me.
You're gonna put it in the bin, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Check, shift it off.
Huh?
Shift it off.
I can't tell right now. Huh?
Shift it off.
I can't tell right now. I don't know.
Puppy's in there.
Well, listen. I don't know.
Puppy's in there.
Well, listen.
Subscribers.
What's up, buddy?
Here's Buddy.
I don't know. Somebody said hey. So I said hi.
Okay. But guys, we are 100 million. Okay. But guys, we are 100 million. Okay. But guys, we are 100 million. Okay. But guys, we are 100 million.
Wanna go in the house? No, you're not. You're gonna sit there. No, you're not. You're gonna sit there. Because. Exhaust off. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Somebody give me a thumbs up if the view is good. I'm about to pull this jug off to see what this piston looks like. Oh god. Oh man.
Shot.
Dang. Well, what's up, Alex? We're tearing Grayson's dirt bike apart.
Tita.
PETA.
But then my Peter was took part.
Look at the top of that.
Part.
Look at the top of that piston right there.
Oh yeah.
So now, I don't know if you guys can see. See the scoring in there? I don't know if you guys can see. See the scoring in there? That is not good.
And this.
We're going to take the piston off and show you guys that as well. And I think, take the piston off and show you guys that as well. And I think,
We're carrying like the Pw50.
P. Yeah, P.
Pw50.
Is it really lagging that bad?
Is it really?
Screw it. That's why you're sitting there. Move your hands there. Sit down. Take the other C-clip out. Just 50. Huh. Wonder why it's lagging so bad. That sucks. It's just a Pw50. It's a little tiny thing. Just a Pw50. It's a little tiny thing. Alright, got that clip out. screwdriver. We got cream soda. Let me see that screwdriver. We got cream soda. Let me see that screwdriver. We got cream soda.
Is that mine?
Alex, I hadn't had a beer since December 13th, which was my birthday. Alright guys. There we go. Well, I wish I had a better setup right now, but it's just what we're working with. So, there's a scored up piston. And I don't know if you guys piston. And I don't know if you guys can see inside the walls there on this side, right here. And then that looks to be it, really. There's a better view of it, all the way up. It's unfortunate this is only about 2 weeks old. Not really sure what caused it either. While we're in here, we'll check our bearings. Looks like it might have gotten hot. Looks like it might have gotten hot. Alright. Alright, well. Right, and then I let it sit idle for a little while and it blew up. So get down past that. So get down past that. What happened here? Alright, well, she's turning like I want her to. Don't know. I don't think I have another stud, which is gonna suck. I'll show you guys what happened. I'll show you guys what happened to the stud here. If I can get these. Hopefully these nuts come off without any issues. There's one. might need to clean it out. So it was leaking air for you guys in here. It was leaking air, sitting there idling up and down, and then it took off on its own, and then it took. I think this was causing our leak. Because obviously it's still alive. I think we're going to be good to go here with this. Seems to be working out pretty good. That stud bottomed out there. That's what we want. We're working out pretty good. That stud bottomed out there. That's what we want. So now look at this, guys. There's another gas. Look at this, guys. There's another gasket. See if there's a difference in length here. If there's a difference in length here. Nope. Do we put the new studs in or do we not put the new studs in? Somebody tell me in the comments. New studs or no new studs? I'll give you guys a minute to respond. Are we replacing these studs here? Or no? What do you guys think? Maybe I'll put you guys right here. Get a better view. Yeah, a little bit. It's like right up in the business. New studs in here or no new studs? Matter of fact, while we're here, we'll clean this off. This is filthy. Alright, are we putting new studs in or no? This gasket alright? Let's pull this head gasket off. Or this jug gasket and see what it looks like. Oh, she's good. I think I'm going to save these studs, guys. Nobody's commenting here. I'm just going to keep them for now. I'll replace them when they need them. Make sure we got some oil for assembly. And then I'll have to use the new head gasket. But this, being chewed up like this, is telling me that that one side, I don't know if you guys can see that, this right side where this upper stud was stripped out on the bolt, it was sucking air in there, and that head was slapping, causing that to beat up like that. That's my theory in what happened. So huh? Not really. Why? Yeah, 10:45. I can't hear you. No, I won't leave without him. Alright. Get some oil on our new bearings here. Put those in. Just a new wrist pin. Just get a little bit of oil on that, not much. I just want to put it in there and whoop, run that oil around in that bearing. Make sure it gets lubed up for assembly here. Take that back out. So now, turn you guys this way. Got to put your, I'm going to put one in. That way I can push the wrist pin in, and then don't push it all the way through. Be careful if you guys doing these, because they do like to go flying. There's a little groove. I'll show you on this side. If you look, there's a little tiny groove right, if I can hit it, right inside of there. You guys can't really see it, but it's that shiny part right there on the tip of the screwdriver. That's where your wrist pin clips go, like this. So now we're going to install this piston and make sure it goes. If you guys are ever working on a Pw50, there's an arrow on top of the piston. It always goes down. So we're going to go ahead, put this in here, slide our wrist pin in, try and get it lined up here. Well, now we got it in the bind. That's never good. If it's binding, guys, pull it back out. Something's not right. So we'll try again. See how much easier that went in that time? If it's binding, there's something wrong. We'll push that all the way in like that. See, I don't know if you guys, we got the wrist pin in there all the way now. And we're gonna put our other clip in. This one might be a little complicated because it's hard to do where it's at. Oh, come on. Let's try it a different way. Let's try going in like that. I want to go like this. And I mean, these you might struggle with. But there's a catch. They spring out sometimes, and you really don't want to lose them. All right, that one's partially in. I take a little flathead screwdriver. Try and get it seated in the rest of the way. All right, there we go. Got that in, guys. Why is that ring stuck? Alright, well, now there we go. Oh, it's in upside down. That's why. Having a little bit of malfunctions here with, I didn't realize that this piston ring is in upside down. So we'll take it off. Just be gentle if you're taking it off, and flip it over. And we'll put it back in. Alright, now let's make sure the other one is on right. And it's upside down as well. So we'll pull this top one back off. Wish I would have realized that prior to putting the piston in, because it's a lot easier when it's in your hands. So that was the top ring. And let's see if we can pull this bottom ring off here. Ouch. Not getting it in too much of a bind. All right, well, got it part of the way. Alright guys, if you can see this ring, see those little notches? There's a pin on the ring set in the piston. This little silver, these two little silver lines, there's a pin in there, and that pinches in so far on the pin, but it allows the ring to move just a little bit and not any further. But I am under the assumption that your pin goes on the 45 side of this ring. If you guys can see, it's like a 45 right there. I'm pretty sure that the pin goes on that side, not the flat side, which means that both of these rings were in upside down. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back in. The way that I think it should be in there, because that makes more sense. Also, depending on what you guys are working on, there is such a thing called ring gap. But don't believe, for the application that I am working on, that I have to worry about that. Because this piston is specifically designed for this head and rings and all that. It's a 60cc kit for a Pw50. So I'm trying not to bend this ring up too bad. It just ain't wanting to. It is not wanting to work with me here. Last thing I need to do is break it. That would not be any good, because I do not have a spare set of rings for this. So we'll go ahead and rotate that one around there. Should be right on the pin right now. We'll grab our top ring here. Go ahead and install this one. See, that one's pretty easy. Now I'll make sure that that bottom ring is on the pin. We'll put a little bit of oil on our jug here. Coat it in oil. Guys, I always like to use like a light oil or an assembly oil, just to make everything go together a little bit smoother. And then we'll go ahead and drop some here on our rings. Then we can start to slide this on. Now, you guys can't see, but I don't use a piston ring compressor on this little bike because I can just squeeze the rings together by hand. Now, if I was working on a bigger bike, I probably would use a ring compressor, because it would make life definitely a little bit easier. But I don't have one, so I mean, I do have one, but not for working on this little bike. Oh, we got the first ring. think pin is off on that. We have to look and see. It's close, but it ain't off. It's not right how we want it. Nope, too much. And sometimes you fight these things and sometimes you don't. Sometimes they go pretty easy. But a lot of it, there we go. Shove this back down in here. Just like that, and our piston is installed. Nice and smooth. Let's see how far she comes up here. Oh, too much. Right up top. Good deal, guys. So, now, go ahead and get our head gasket out. Get it put on. To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure which way this goes. You got a dull gray side and a silver side, so we're gonna see if we can't figure it out here. That side looks right. I think it goes like that, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes like that. And then you see the head. It's got an in. And down here it says exit. So, obviously our exhaust comes out down here. And back in here is where your intake comes in. So, we're going to put this on just like this. And now, it's time for our bolts. I'm going to go ahead and use my old bolts, just because I don't want to use the new ones without the new studs. So, we'll go ahead and thread these on here. And then I always like to go in a cross pattern when I'm tightening something like this, or like an X pattern. Like tighten this one, then this one, and then this one, or vice versa. However you want to do it. Just don't go like side to side, side to side. So we might be using the new bolts, because that was not pretty. I did not like that. I'm going to use at least one, because I did not like the way that one went on. It was way too tight. too soon. So hopefully these are the same size, and they are. That's good. Alright, so we'll just snug them up for now by hand. Go back in with our ratchet. And like I said, I do not tighten them all the way up the first time. And I can't imagine that the torque spec on these is a whole lot. So I don't have my 1/4 inch torque with me, or I would try and torque them. But we're just gonna go off the feel right now. I always check them again to make sure that, see, like that one loosened back up. So you just want to make sure they're all snug. Don't want to have one hanging out that didn't get snug. Check this one again. Yep, we're good to go. So this plug that was in here looked pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that. It was a nice crispy brown, like brownish red color. So we're gonna try and run it again here and see. That spark plug should be fine. Get it tightened up here. One thing I always like to do is just turn it over now. Make sure that the piston doesn't hit the spark plug for whatever reason. And then we'll fire it up for you guys and see what happens here. I'm gonna put you back over here. See if I can get this thing to fire up. Well, we gotta do one thing first. You guys forgot to remind me, we gotta put the exhaust on. We can't run it without the exhaust. That ain't doing no good. Now, realistically, you probably definitely should be running the exhaust gasket. But since I don't have one handy, I'm just gonna run with it. And we'll fire it up and see how she runs, and then I'll make gasket later on. So. Get this tightened up just so we can hold it. Once we get this side tight, we should be able to fire it up. Switch to open because I'm running out of room there. Make sure this side's tight too. Yep. Alright, now we're ready to start it. Let's see if I can start it with my hand. Success. guys. Right now, the carburetor just ever so slightly. Might be out of gas. No, I don't think so. We need to turn this down just a touch. Well, we made it, bud. Alright guys, we got it back started again. Sorry you fell. My phone mount and stuff is just not working. Did you guys see that? Right in there? That was not good. I'm not really sure what happened, but should just be some smoke out up here, and that's never a good sign. So always make sure you go back and recheck your head bolts. Because that's exactly what happened loose. Which they might do that. Let everything settle in, tighten them again. Or make sure that they're tight. Alright guys, I'm going to throw the seat back on and I'm going to let the boy ride it tomorrow. Well, probably tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining, so we'll see. But back on, get everything cleaned up, and she's going to be ready to rock and roll. Again, for the third time. This is the third time I've rebuilt this dirt bike. So that tighten up. Alright, there she is, guys. I still need to tighten this up here. I noticed this was a little loose in here, but rebuilt top end is done. I think the boys are going to be pretty happy. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on the next one.